Hello, hello. Say hello if you're here, just so I know that I am live. I have tried to stream to two places. So if technology is serving me well, I'm hopefully live on YouTube and also live on the Facebook page. We shall see. I'm not bothered if it doesn't work on YouTube, but I'm hoping you can see me on Facebook. So let me know if you're here. As I say, still testing this tech out, having a little play with what's possible. Yeah. What else can I say? I've been looking at lights, which I think if I put a light behind here, it'll make this picture a little bit better, particularly because it's a bit sunny outside tonight. And obviously the darker nights are coming, so I definitely need some more lighting on the situation. But as far as I'm aware, it's all good. It's all good where we're concerned with the crafting table, which is the most important, isn't it? So I just need to find, let's have a look where the comments are. Let me see, I've got that many windows open. I'm not sure it's showing me everything, or is it? Let's have a look. Can I find, oh, they're all hidden off here. Okay, just bear with me, sorry, while I try and find all the windows. Say hello if you're here. Fingers crossed I'll be able to see it. I'm struggling at the minute to see what you can see. Comments, there we go. I think I've got the right one up now. But I don't know where it's put it. There we go. Now I can see the comments. They're just on the wrong screen. Let's have a look. Oh, Jill's here, Lisa's here, Gwen's here, Laura's here. Yay! It's working. Brilliant. And Lisa's gone over and I'm on YouTube too. Yes, thanks Lisa. How exciting. I'm just gonna try, yay, on here too. I think I need to change how that appears because you can't see it very well, can you? But anyhow, we shall, and then exit off there. I don't know where that's gone now, where all the comments have disappeared. There they are. I need to make this window smaller, I think. Brilliant. Thank you, Lisa, for doing that for me. Right, I can see the comments side by side. Oh, it's always a concern, and it was a bit last minute trying to get organised for tonight. I've had a busy old day. In fact, let me just grab some cardstock. I've had a busy old day, and yeah, I wanted to have a go at connecting it to YouTube. So that they can sit on there and then it's easy to find them, because I know with Facebook, like, the videos just disappear into the feed, so at least then I can send people links to go watch it on YouTube afterwards. If you want to catch the replay, it'll be much easier to find it on my YouTube channel. I'll do them as a playlist, so that's the plan, you see. Because also obviously my live classes, which is coming on the 30th of October, will also be streamed to both places. We've got a few signed up who've placed orders this month, so if you haven't heard about it, if you place an order during the month of £45 or more, you can earn yourself a free kit to make 4 cards with me this month. It might vary between 3 and 4 projects. It depends on how complex they are or how much cardstock we use. just so that I can keep the costing right. But basically you'll get a free card kit, which will get sent out to you, or you can collect from me, or I can drop it off if you're local. So you get a free card kit, you get the PDF for the tutorials so that you can build up a library of card inspiration and ideas going forward. And you also get a 2-hour craft along session with me in early November, where you can come and either make the cards from the class, or you could make the cards while you watch the live class on the 30th of October, or you can just come and have a natter and a craft on that November evening. So the date of that I will send out to those that have got card kits. The craft along session is also for free to my team, so if you're a member of my team you will also be getting some information on that, to be able to come along to it. So it should be nice just to be, you know, on these dark winter nights, it'll be nice just to jump online and have a craft and a natter together. That was the thought behind it. So yeah, all that coming up. I'm excited about changing things up with how I do my creative shares, and this was one of the things that I've come up with, and I'm going to see how it goes, but I am excited. I loved designing the cards. They've all been designed and ready. They're all in this pack here. And then I've just got to do the PDF, get that ready. And then yes, you will be able to register for a free card kit. So if you have ordered, and you should get an email to register for the card kit, it's not an automatic thing. If you've placed an order of £45 or more, you will get an email to say, would you like the kit? Because not everyone will, and I'm not sending them out to people that I don't register for them. So yes, that is how it works. So if you place an order for £45 or more, then you'll get the kit. Interestingly, if you haven't and you want to place an order, then if you place an order of £60, not only will you get the free card class, you'll also get free shipping. Free shipping has launched today and goes on till Wednesday evening. So it is a really good time to stock up if you want to place an order via my online store, and I've even put the little link below. So, right, I think that's all the news for now. If you're on my email list, you will have had a newsletter yesterday, and then if you come to classes, you'll have had some updates about classes today. So hopefully all the information you might need has been sent out to you. But let's switch round to the craft desk, and let me check that that has worked okay. I don't know why it's not showing it when I look on here. Is it because it's me? I don't know. I don't know whether it's because I'm already logged in and it doesn't show it me. It should do, I would think. But anyway, can you see that? Ange is here, I think. Hi, Ange. Let me have a look. I don't know where is it showing it. Let me have a look. Is it all good? Thanks, Lisa. Honestly, this is causing me aggro today. Right, so what I thought I would create today is one of the cards. I'm going to begin by doing one of the cards that was for last month's card buffet. Jill says we've got desk. Oh, thank you. Oh yes. I don't know where is it showing it? I can see it now. Hang on. Mute. There we go. It's just being able to check. It's not as visible as it was before. So this is the card that I'm going to create to begin with, because I wanted just to show you this colouring in, and I felt like it's a beautiful autumn day today, so I thought why not create something a bit autumnal. I actually created this for a team challenge for the team that I'm in, but then forgot to post it. So you know, the way that you do. So I thought I'd create it here tonight and show you how to do this colouring, and then I've got another way of colouring as well. So I'm going to just create a card base to begin with by cutting a piece of A4, and this is in Mossy Meadow, which wasn't a green I liked when it first came out, but it has definitely grown on me, and I think it's because of just pairing it with different colour combinations nowadays. So yeah, what's not like me, Lise? Oh, forgetting to post something. I know, yeah, right. Honestly, I lead a very busy life. This weekend has been, well, I was feeling a bit under the weather, to be honest. So that's your card base, and then for this one it is just a piece of very vanilla, which is 10 centimeters by 14.4. okay, like so. And then I've already pre-cut my piece of pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie is definitely the colour of October, I think. And then this is actually being stamped on crumb cake. Now I really like stamping on crumb cake, and it's something that I forget to do every so often, so yeah, I'm going to do that today. So this measures 5.7 by 12.4, and if you're on my email list, I will send the measurements and the tutorial out for this in next week's newsletter. So if you're not on my list, then please do go sign up on my blog, and then you'll get the measurements for this card if you like the layout. I will send this out. So we're going to grab the flowers. Now these are from Dainty Delight, which actually launched in the spring one earlier this year. It's now in the annual catalogue, and it is very spring-like, but I think by using some pumpkin pie we can really convert this into a bit more of an autumnal look. And obviously season of Thanksgiving in America means it's also great for thank you cards, using these kind of colours, just Thanksgiving and harvest and all of those things. I'm just going to stamp this fairly in the middle, like so, and I've stamped it in Mossy Meadow because I'm going to use the blends to colour it. Oh no, I'm not, I'm using markers, but anyway, I've stamped it in Mossy Meadow because I didn't want the heaviness of the black. And then I'm just going to use the markers to colour it in, because these make it really light work and just giving a bit of colour. So I'm using the Mossy Meadow one here to colour all the leaves in. I'm solo parenting tonight, so I'm hoping the kids are behaving. I had asked them to come off devices so that I didn't have any connection issues, but I'm not sure that's gone down very well, so fingers crossed. Fingers crossed we're all right. So this is one of the largest image in this stamp set. and it's just really pretty. I mean, you could just stamp it and leave it, but I think colouring it in really brings it to life. But it is quite a nice silhouette image as well. I'm going to colour all these tiny little leaves in just by dabbing on the brush. Hopefully you can see that okay. Let me know if the visual's not too good. So yeah, just colouring this in. Has anyone else been crafting today? Lisa, are you making up for lost time? You've been crafting today? Lisa was away from her craft desk for a few days, well, over a week. And then I'm just going to take the pumpkin pie Stampin' Right marker and colour in the flowers. Like so. Yeah, the camera's clear. That's why I've had a bit of a switch around of how I do this. So I'm no longer using my phone, because obviously I was having real connection problems with my phone, and I've now switched to using my webcam, which is why the face one isn't as clear, because that's now my laptop camera. But I think I just need to get some better lighting behind that camera. I've been looking at that, but yeah, this is the webcam, and it's definitely a better picture for the crafting, which after all is what you're here to see and not my face. So, oh, she's been doing admin. I saw you'd sent out your newsletter, Lisa. Well done. So there we go. Didn't take too long to colour, did it? Even for those that don't like colouring. So I've just coloured that. I will try and get some covers, I think, to stop this glare. But yes, let me know. But I think it's much clearer to see, isn't it? So I've just coloured in that image, and I think it's quite a nice, doesn't take too long to sit and colour. You could do that while watching Strictly on a Saturday night. Anyone else? I got a bit annoyed watching Strictly this week. I'll be honest, the scores did not seem very fair. But I am an avid Strictly fan. Hopefully I've cut that right. Probably need to just trim it down a little bit on the width to get an even border all the way round. Maybe I didn't cut my pumpkin pie. Ah, hi Helen. Thank you for coming along. I'm just making a sort of autumnal thank you card, but using a stamp set that we had in the spring catalogue, which is Dainty Delight. Dainty Delight also has the thank you one, and everything should have been in here. It's not, so I'm just gonna have to, oh, it's there, I've already got it on a block, there we go. So I'm just gonna grab a scrap of Very Vanilla, not Basic White, and we're going to stamp it in the Mossy Meadow. I like the font in this stamp set. It is nice. So yeah, if you're on that email list, you will have had you will have had details of everything that's happening right now with Stampin' Up. If you've got any questions about any of that, then feel free to ask me. This die that I'm using to cut out the sentiment, I believe, is from the Something Fancy dies. I use them a lot because it's one of the few label ones I've got at the moment that are current, but also I really love the shapes. They're just nice sizes, and you get ones that layer up together, so you can do like a so you can do an edge. But yeah, I'm not doing an edge with this one, but yeah, they're really nice sizes. I've just put took the stickiness off by putting it on my hand, so that I don't pull the card. The last thing you want to do is stamp and then ruin it when you come to peel off the washi. And then I'll just grab my little stamping platform, find where I've put the plates. They're here. It's a nice set. I bought the whole set just for the curved die, but I really like it. Not just the curved die. There's like a curved sprig that's just beautiful. In fact, I might have one here. That's the die that I bought the set for. I've got a few cut out in different colours, but yeah, it's a beautiful die, and I bought the whole set because of this one die, but actually I really like the stamps and I really like the sentiments. So I'm just going to peel off that washi. Shouldn't stick because I did the extra, take the stickiness off. There we go. Thank you for your kindness. Exactly what I want to be able to say. And then let's glue it all together. So we've got our card base. Oh, I just need a layer of Mossy Meadow. And let me see if I've got one in my scraps that will work. Oh no, look how many scraps I've got of Mossy Meadow. That is an achievement, I think. That's all I've got left of Mossy Meadow. Whereas crumb cake, so I keep all my scraps in these, just like, you know, the plastic. Look at my crumb cake. Like I'll be going at them for forever. But Mossy Meadow, we're doing well. So I'm just going to cut this this layer out here, and that is 5.5 by 10. So it's the same width as your layer of Very Vanilla. Let me just see. But I think sometimes it's good to get some of the older sets that we've had, rather than you know, you forget you've got them, and as a demo you forget you've got them, and then all of a sudden they're retiring. So I wanted to have a play with some of my older sets that I've had for a while. I'm just going to glue all this together. But you can see a lot of you are watching here on Facebook. As I've said, this now streams straight over into my YouTube channel, but I will also share the link that if you miss this, then it's easy to go and catch the replay over on YouTube. Now I can see Emma's said hello on Facebook, but it's not shown up on my system. So hi Emma, if that is you. I can see it on one bit but not on the other. I don't know why. So if anybody else has commented and I've not said hello, apologies. I can see it's not showing me all of the comments by the looks of it. So I'm just going to glue that on. Now to add this panel, I think we're going to raise it up a little bit. So I'm just going to add some dimensionals to the back. Like so. So a simple coloured one to begin with. And then now this, because I'm going to have it sort of half on the raised up panel, I'm just going to stick a couple of dimensionals on this side like so, and then put a bit of glue on the other end. And that way you don't end up with it too bulky, but it's supported on this side like so. So there's our first little card. Bit of colouring, a bit of Dainty Delight, and oh, Emma found you over on YouTube. Oh yes, thanks Emma. I can see your comment on Facebook though, but it's not showing up on here. Oh, it has now. Both have come through at the same time. Thank you Emma, you're amazing. Oh, just tweak that because that's not level, and my OCD will not allow that to go on not level. So that's my first little card. You could add a couple of dimensional embellishments if you want, but also very clean, simple, just a beautiful bit of colouring. And like I say, these dies, I use them so much, just the something fancy ones. So that's our first card. And as I say, if you're on my email list, you will be getting the tutorial for this with the next newsletter that's coming out. So be sure to go and sign up over on my blog if you want to join my email list. Now, I've pulled out these papers, and I believe Lisa gave them to me, and I'm trying to remember what they're called because I don't have the original packaging. So Lisa, seeing as you're on here, can you tell me what they're called? Aren't they? They're an online exclusive, aren't they? Let me have a look. But they were sitting there and I've not touched them, and I saw them and I thought, oh, these are quite like autumnal, so I might have a little play and see what I could create, because of the colours in them. I thought it would be nice. They're not an online exclusive. What are they out of, Lise? Let me have a look in. It's annual catalogue. Here we go. Let's find them. So, she gave them to me the other day. Well, I say the other day, it was a couple of weeks ago now. Oh, here we go. Inked Botanicals. That's it. I remember. So it is the Inked Botanicals, and I nearly bought the bundle to go with them. It is a beautiful suite, actually. Page 94, just so you can see them and how they use them. So here you go. And these are the main colours in them. So because it's got this Calypso Coral and Crushed Curry, I thought I would carry on with the autumnal theme and create with these papers. And I'm going to show you my inspiration, but the first thing I'm going to do is pick which papers. So I want probably, oh, there's so many to choose from. Look at them. These are gorgeous, Lisa. Have you been making with them too? Probably want like 4 different designs. I think I definitely want that. Maybe that one. Maybe this one. I think I might keep with the, you know, those kind of colourways and leave the blue out apart from a little pop there. What do we think? Well, I'm asking you what you think. You don't know what I'm aiming at, do you? Anyway, we'll go with it. Okay, Lisa's done a few. So you can go check out Lisa's page and see if she shared them over there. We also have a Facebook group called the Casa de Craft Collective, where we share our makes, so feel free to come into there as well. Just going to cut these down at, let me have a think, 9.5. So I'm just going to trim them down to 9.5. And you're like, this is a lot of paper to use on one card, Louise. And technically, you're, oh, I quite like both sides of that. Oh well, we can see which wins once we get to it. And 9.5. Oh, that was quite nice, but they're all quite nice, aren't they? When you start looking at the other side, it's beautiful paper. I think I definitely want that one. Definitely want that. Yeah. So I'm putting them all together. And this, I mean, I am using fresh sheets of paper, so you're going to have to forgive me, but I'm having a landslide of paper now where I propped everything up. Told you, no matter how big my desk is, I reckon I would fill it. So I'm just going to cut a 2 centimetre strip. So this would be good for scraps, but I want to show it you, so you can. I'm going to do 2 of each one, and probably won't need them all, but at least that way I've got them ready. So then I think I want another piece of 10 by 14.4. Sorry, I just dropped something. Let's move these out of the way for now. Okay, it is a nice combo of papers, isn't it, Emma? So I'm just going to almost create like a little patchworky might actually so it's just like layering them up in strips, but I just saw a card, and the card I saw it with was done with the perfect papers for this, but I wanted to see how effective it could be with a different one, so I'm just going to glue these down. But like I say, it's a really nice way of using up scraps, because we often get left with bits, don't we, when we've cut, you know, a full layer for one page or whatever it might be. And you could probably actually, I wonder whether to just trim this one down so it's a bit thinner, so they're not all the same. I might regret this decision, but it's okay, we've got more paper. Yeah, I think I like the trimmed version actually. I'm going to go with it. Lisa says, ooh, I know, right? What is she doing? So I'm not bothered that there's gapping either. I'm going to put this one next. Imagine this in, like, it would work for all sorts of occasions. Christmas, those pesky men's birthdays that we have to make for, like, it would work for a lot, wouldn't it? And what, I'm going to put this one next, and in fact I'm going to trim it down slightly again, just to vary it a little bit. Might mean I need another strip, but you know, we'll go with it, see what happens. Like I say, this is me creating on the fly, not really designed this one. Just saw an idea of something and thought, oh, I like that. And this one. I wonder whether to leave a big gap there actually, because I think we're going to put the sentiment and that down the bottom. But yeah. So now what colour card base do we want this to sit on? Because that might help me think about what ribbon to use, or what ribbon I've got. So I've got the I've got some twine, but I don't think that sits very well on it, the silver threaded twine. What else have I got? That's not Petal Pink. I've got this one actually. I'm not sure it's still, current, but I quite like it, so I might go with it, just because I think it goes well. So I'm going to glue that on behind. But yeah, this is what I've thought is a good way to use up paper scraps, because I always end up with a few strips, you know, even whatever projects you're doing, you can always end up with, I'm going to put this on because it feels quite autumnal. And then I think I might use a crushed curry base. Let's see if I've got one in my stash. Let me see what it looks like. Oh yes, I quite like that. What do we think? I know that I've got a Calypso Coral one to show you the other option. What do we think? Crushed curry or on Calypso Coral? Let me know what you think crushed curry or Calypso coral? What do we think works best? I'll wait a second and have a quick tidy whilst you get that question and have time to type the answer. And then as soon as I see an answer or two, I will go with it. But yeah, I'm trying to decide crushed curry, or I think they both work quite well, to be fair. Oh yeah, Lisa's just said either. I think they do, don't they? I might go crushed curry just because I've got it already. So we'll glue that on just because I've got a bit of sticky tape. Lisa was first to answer. I'm going with her answer. Yeah, Emma says crushed curry over on YouTube. Thanks, Emma. Let me see. Look what it looks like if I'm... Oh yeah, I just need to change the text, I think. But I like the fact that I can show the comments, and it's a bit easier than the other system I was using to get rid of them. If you were here a few weeks ago, you'll know that I ended up with comments left there forever. Right, so then let's have a little think about what we want to decorate it with. I don't want to go too mad because we've obviously got quite a lot going on, but I wonder whether to do one of these in crushed curry just to tie in with what I was using before. I know it, and then do another sentiment with a different dye. Let me find my stamp set. Laura said like both. Oh, thanks, Laura. Oh, and if you were here last week and saw me playing with Fragrant Forest, you'll be pleased to know I have a new Fragrant Forest heading on its way. I think I might do Celebrate You. Actually, I'll do this on some very vanilla. I haven't used very vanilla for ages, and recently there's one paper that's got it in for Christmas, so I started using it. I think we will use the Calypso Coral ink, which appears not to be in my... It must be out in a box somewhere, so bear with while I find it. It's in one of my yes, I hope, minus the dimple. So yeah, my Fragrant Forest had a bit of an issue when I was stamping with it. But if you saw my recent post, look, you'd hardly know. I covered it up. So there's a little bit here that wasn't printing properly, but I've covered it up with some red rhinestones. They aren't currant, but they worked beautifully. Although I think they're in one of the kits actually, coming red rhinestones. So they will be technically currant. Right, let me find the rest of the dies. Had them out probably. Here they go. See what will work. I think that one for this. Yes. So we'll just die cut that, and then I'm going to die cut those as well, and we'll piece it all together. do like these papers though. They are very, very nice. So yeah, it's just nice. I've been doing a lot of Christmas crafting, and I do love Christmas crafting, but I just thought tonight I'm gonna create something non-Christmassy. So let's see. So there's that. This might not work, to be fair. I don't know if the paper is a bit busy for this die, but let's see. We won't know until we try, will we? Do I cut both in? I might cut both in the same colour and see what it looks like. No, it's not technically anatomically correct, whatever the word might be. So yeah, it was work hard making day on Saturday, and I didn't make a card all day, which is quite sad. But I already had a friend's birthday that we'd promised to go. Oh, I maybe should have gone forwards and backwards with this. Let's see what it looks like. Maybe the stalk needs doing in something like early espresso or something. I don't know. See what we think. It has cut it all properly. That's a relief. So let's start having a look. Might need more than one head, as in head of flowers. So just going to position that there. I don't know what other dyes are in that set that I could use. I feel like it needs something. Let's tuck that under there for now. You can always trim the bottom. Do we want a few, do you think? Do you think it would look better in crumb cake maybe? Would use up some of my crumb cake scraps that I was showing you earlier. Let's have a look. Let me know what you think. Otherwise I'll just keep die cutting it in a million colours and see what happens. Told you, this one, I always like to come with one that I've kind of prepared, and then I think it's nice sometimes to see like how different people's creative juices flow. So yeah, the second one's very rarely prepared. I've done the same. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Might have to do it again. Don't know whether I've quite cut this all the way through. It's because I'm using the other plate. Calypso, do you reckon, Jill? Is this too subtle? Let's have a look. Quite like these. I don't know whether I've used these much, to be fair. Or do you reckon the head in Calypso? Is that what you're saying? What do we think? I'll bring it a bit closer so you can see. I wonder whether the head in Calypso, or even in Very Vanilla, what do you think? Oh, now I'm torn. Let me do one of them in that. And I don't know what yes is to. I asked too many questions, sorry. Oh dear. Sorry, that was not very helpful, was it? This this or this or this, and then you answer and have no clue what you're answering to. I'm going to do one of them in that. Where's the other die gone? There it is. And that in that, I think. It's just, see, it's great having these swaps. The head in Calypso, yeah, you might be right. Rather than with the crushed curry. Is that, Jill? Is that what you're thinking? I'll end up with a random collection, won't I, of these, but that's okay. Let me do it in very vanilla first. Oh no, let's do all of it in Calypso. Give us something to play with. So put that in there, that on there. Let's see what happens. Right, I might just whiz it through. Another flower in Calypso, Laura says. Okay. And what stems should I use? What's your thoughts on that? Oh, that's pretty. Where's my pokey tool? Ooh, you might be right, ladies. What are we thinking? So we got one of them. Do we want both stalks in crumb cake? Or what do we think? What do we think? Lisa says crumb cake. She likes the crumb cake. Oh, I think you might be right, Lisa. I'm going to do one of them. See where we're at. Just keep die cutting, just keep die cutting. I think if I do them not at the same height as well, we might just be there. I've now made a right old mess of my desk. But that's okay. So I'm just going to pop them under there for now. What do we think? Oh, I quite like that. It's very busy for me, but let me bring it up a bit. What do you think? I quite like that. And I might actually keep the stalks on and going underneath the ribbon. Let's go with it. So do one a bit higher, like so. Oh, stick. And then one a bit lower. See? Teamwork, guys. I'm not sure I'd have got there without your input tonight. I almost want these to cross over, I think. A little bit of glue on the flower heads. Like so. Lisa says yes. It's quite good, isn't it? So Pip's here. Sorry I've missed most of this and dinner is now ready. I'll catch up. Thanks Pip. Well, you can catch up on YouTube, don't you know? So tonight, for the first time, I've streamed both to YouTube and Facebook. So the replay will be easy to find over on my YouTube channel. And I will post the link later. So, just going to pop this on here. Don't want to go too far down because obviously I've got my little stalks popping, but I'm going to have to. Oh, don't come up, don't come up. We pull that down again. I'm going to have to put one on the top and two on the top and one on the bottom, I think, just because of how it sits on the ribbon. I need it to anchor to the card, so I'm just manoeuvring these. Sometimes we get it right, sometimes you don't. Just want it to sit there, a little bit over. I think I should have done that a bit higher up. Oh, I'm happy with that. So, what do we think? There we go. So, card number one, which I've buried somewhere, was with the Dainty Delight and doing a bit of colouring in. And then we've used the Something Fancy dies again. Sentiments are both from Dainty Delight. And then this card, actually, the lovely Pip that's just popped on to say hello, sent me this card with the Masterfully Made. So this was kind of where I got the idea from in terms of layout. And obviously this works really well because the paper has like tears in it, like it's all been torn. So stacking them on top of each other just looks like a stacked, you know, loads of strips. So that was my inspiration, and I wanted to see if it worked with other papers. This was a little congratulations card from Pip for doing getting top sales back in August. But I quite like it with another set of papers, and as I say, really really good. And you could embellish both of these cards, but you could really yeah, lovely autumn vibes, says Emma. But you could really you know, do this with any of the papers, give it a go, especially if you've got a load of strips. I just thought it was a really different take on using strips of paper. So if you haven't had a go, have a go. It's dead simple. So these were, the piece of Very Vanilla was 10 centimeters wide, and then your strips are 9.5. So you just do 9.5. Some were by 2 and the smaller ones were by 1.5 centimeters, and I've used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 strips of paper. So if you've got some scraps lying around from the suite of papers, then yeah, give this layout a go. Let me know how you get on. Come and share with me over in my VIP Facebook group. I'd love to see what you make, if you've been inspired by anything I've shared. And yeah, that is me for this evening. Oh, and bang on 6 o'clock. My goodness, I'm getting good at this. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm just going to switch back if she can even remember how to do it. There we go. Thank you for joining me. I will get this camera looking better, although I think when I watched it back it doesn't look as bad as it does for me right now. It looks really really vague, really grainy, but hopefully it looks better on the screen than it does. But yeah, just some different ideas for you of what you can do with some of your paper scraps. Like I say, if you've got any questions about any of the current offers with Stampin' Up, then do reach out. There is currently, for today until Wednesday, free shipping on orders over 60. We've got starter kit deals which are phenomenal, like amazing starter kit deal. You can either pay less and get £130 worth of stuff and only pay 64, or you can get 35% more, so you can pay the £99 but you get like 170 odd pounds worth of stuff. So it depends whether you want to save some cash or whether you want lots. And if you want lots, like £170 worth of stuff, then for £99, then definitely check out the current offers. We would love to welcome you to our team. We have an amazing team that we're part of, as well as our own little team here. And by signing up with me directly, there are some additional benefits which might interest you if you're wanting to start a blog, or you just want some support in the technical area like that. Yeah, my team get access to all that I do. So yeah, please do get into contact if you've got any questions about free shipping, or indeed the starter kit offer. I'm going to go and feed my children. But thank you for joining me, and I will be here same time next week for some more crafting. Thanks everybody, bye. I've just got to remember how to end it. There we go.